Tumult Royale is the name of the game. It's about taxes and commodities, blue bloods and peasants. It's a new board game developed by Benjamin Teuber. The players are the royals. They've got to build statues to themselves. This is one of about 1,500 board games released in Germany in 2015. Nearly 20% more than 5 years earlier. A lot of people play them to unwind.
Ich denke, dass es eine sehr bewusste Auszeit ist.
The games are a deliberate time-out, a way for the players to sharpen their focus.
Total im Jetzt gefangen ist.
They're completely in the now. They don't think about next week and what they have to do, or what went wrong yesterday on the job. They have to be totally focused on the here and now.
For 2 years, the 31-year-old has been making his living inventing games. It took him a year and a half and nearly 100 test rounds to create the prototype for Tumult Royale.
The moment comes in when you realize you're no longer developing, you're just playing, and it's just plain fun. You get the feeling you might have to touch it up a bit here and there, but for the most part, the game is ready to go.
Benjamin himself descends from board game royalty. His father, Klaus Teuber, created Catan. It's sold over 22 million editions worldwide. It's even popular with the .com crowd of Silicon Valley, who use it to get away from the monitor. Even Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg admits he's a fan. Board game experts Johannes Jäger and Jan Kronauer, alias Hunter and Kron, see the secret to Germany's board game success in its diversity.
A German-style board game, as the Americans see it, has a cleverly thought-out mechanism that interacts like clockwork, where not much luck is involved, where players don't get tossed out of the game too early, where the conflict doesn't mean pitting military units or spaceships or zombie hordes against each other.
For around 3 years, the pair have been presenting board games on their YouTube show Hunter and Kron. They post a new episode daily.
Hi there, and welcome to our channel Hunter and Kron Brettspiele. Here you'll find everything about board games, card games, children's games, and other stuff.
The two present new releases, review games, and invite other YouTubers to their board game club. To them, board games are more than just a pastime. They're the backdrop for a subculture.
Es ist eben inzwischen auch eine
It's become a geeky pursuit for adults and young adults on a par with watching movies, reading comics, and playing computer games. So it's only natural that a whole culture would grow up around them.
Board and computer games are no longer mutually exclusive either. Many publishers make the instructions available on the internet.
Shuffle all the cards except the Links card and deal 13 cards to each player. Each player picks up their hand so the other players are unable to see them.
For some board games, there are even digital aids. For the classic Scotland Yard, for instance, an app can help players track down the elusive Mr. X. Game cafes and libraries have also become popular, like this one in Berlin. Patrons can choose from a library of some 2,000 games and play them for €1 an hour. Michael Schmidt opened the cafe about 10 years ago. After a long and rocky start, interest has soared.
Game cafes are an alternative to pubs, movies, and clubs. I've got a lot of patrons who play whole games here and then move on to the clubs.
Bis zum Ende hier spielen und die dann weiterziehen in die Clubs.
The Game of the Year award is presented annually in Germany, a kind of Oscar for board games. Perhaps Tumult Royale will take the title in 2016.